Hi, Carrie and Sharice here today to share with you a restaurant here in the Circle because all we really like to do is eat.
Me too.
So Mike Flynn of OC's here on Glassell. How long ago did you open?
We opened on June 1st, so 5 months on Monday this past Monday.
Awesome.
But who's
Congratulations.
counting?
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your background. First restaurant you've opened?
First solo restaurant. Worked in
Okay.
the business for a good while, but first solo venture, yes.
Okay, awesome. And how did you come up with this concept?
Good question. You know, I would say in some way, shape, or form, this concept has been bouncing around in my head for over a decade. I've been working in seafood since 2010.
Okay.
It was the product that I was first introduced to. It's the product I know best. It's the product I like working with. So this first restaurant was always going to be seafood in some way, shape, or form. I guess the better question was where it would be located and what the model would be. In building this restaurant, we wanted to open a seafood restaurant that reflects time and place. We wanted to serve seafood complemented by really the neighborhood that we're located in. So we serve a lot of I think ethnic recipes, East Asian food, Southeast Asian food, spicy Latin ingredients, because you find all those products in the culture around us, and then also seasonal produce.
Okay, so the menu is awesome. Did you come up with that, or?
The kind of the structure of the menu, the way it was organized, and the price points, the ordering model was mostly me. Yes, in terms of the recipes, my chef David and I, we wrote a lot of the recipes, the philosophy of the recipes together, but then actually execution of the recipes and flavors on the plate, that's Chef David.
Yeah, he's awesome. The food is amazing. I think that it's unique to have a seafood place here in the Circle. How did you choose Old Town?
Orange.
Yeah.
Good question. You know, in identifying where we wanted to open the restaurant, it was really important to us to find a space. Two things. We wanted to identify space around which we could build a community. One, obviously, you know, the Plaza, the Circle is very much a community gathering place for so many different generations.
Right.
We really wanted to tap into that energy. So that was one reason to come to Orange. And then second, we wanted to find a really unique property with history, with character, with a legacy. You know, I think unfortunately so much of Orange County is just one cookie cutter strip mall after another.
Right.
We wanted to find a really unique property that we could tell a story through and build a community around it. I think we've done that here.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's an amazing space.
Tell us your favorite thing on the menu.
Favorite thing on the menu? Probably our salmon ceviche, which to be honest was supposed to be a seasonal recipe that we rolled out during the summertime. And we were going to, change the ceviche recipe, 4 times a year with the seasons. It was so popular when we first opened that we can never take it off.
Yeah.
No, it'll never go away. It's a salmon ceviche in Peruvian style coconut leche de tigre.
Right.
It's a white ceviche, which is kind of new to some guests. If they have had a white ceviche before, a lot of guests say like they had it once on their honeymoon, like in Bali or Tahiti or something like that, like 10, 15, 20 years ago, and it takes them back to that memory. But it's a coconut leche de tigre with habanero oil, taro chips, which are super light and refreshing, and then actually there's some ninja radishes in that dish that were grown at the Orange Homegrown Farm, just a couple blocks right over there as well.
So it's definitely different, but it's amazing. It's like no other ceviche you've ever had.
Yeah.
So, or at least I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
So lunch has been the best, or is dinner?
Dinners have been better for us than lunch. I mean, to a certain extent, the feedback's been amazing. The business is doing well. To a certain extent, the world's a little upside down still right now with work from home, dining out. There still obviously is some number of diners that aren't quite comfortable dining out at all, or maybe it's inside versus outside. The summer months were really great. The fall is, we're very much in transition right now into the colder weather months. We're just kind of rolling with the punches. We're having a lot of fun. Again, the feedback's been amazing, and it's been really well received.
Yeah. And you just introduced Oysters.
We have Oysters now, which is actually was not on our opening menu.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the way that I was trained to run restaurants, talk to your guests in the dining room, all the questions you have that in terms of running the business, running a restaurant, the answers are in the dining room. We were getting when we opened the restaurant, we were getting requests every day, if not a couple times per day, like oysters. So we put oysters in the menu, and they've become a top selling item for us.
Interesting.
Yeah.
and there's no place down here that has oysters,
Yeah.
and so and they're high quality too. I just
pretty
had
good,
them
yeah.
the other night, so it was really good. So
Tracy's gonna start working here.
I am.
In case you didn't get that
Okay,
whole
sounds
Her interview is actually happening right now.
I'm no longer a real estate agent. No more. Sorry, I'll be here.
I get asked a lot about, Old Town Orange in the neighborhood. We were talking about it, before we started shooting. What sets us apart from the existing restaurants? There are more restaurants coming into Old Town Orange. This is very much becoming a destination for the entire county for dining. There are still 2, 3, 4, 5 restaurants coming in this community in the next 12 to 18 months. How are we going to compete? How are we going to differentiate ourselves? But to be honest, I really think that what we're doing here is very different than anything that currently exists,
Yes.
and frankly, from what I understand, anything that still is planning on coming in. We serve a very light, healthy, seafood-centric product
Yes.
in a bright, comfortable space. We get a lot of positive feedback about just like the natural energy in here. I'm very
Yes.
confident in the service that we're providing. That we just have really nice people here. We have a really fun, kind of exciting beverage program in all these different wines from all around the world at a value-driven price point. I don't think a lot of people necessarily are doing what we're doing here, and I'm confident in our product and we're going to keep doing that.
Yeah, I think the customer service piece of it is huge, and then everybody here, the customers are happy because the service that they're getting is it's not when you sit down and you got to get out
Yeah.
immediately, and so I think that's a huge differentiation piece. So.